it up, run it up, run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta...
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And some room to work. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry now for Justice Hill. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackled by Avonte Maddox. The Texans at 4-3, a game over 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. On 2nd and 9, Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he takes some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A first down throw for Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards. Second and inches at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Hill. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Pickens on the slant, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7.
21. Texans 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Play fake, Mills. Quickly, but it's incomplete. Now, the Eagles and Texans, polar opposites last year in terms of running the football. The Eagles were number 1 in the league. The Texans, 32nd, dead last. And in fact, the Eagles ran for nearly twice as many yards as the Texans did in 2021. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. They find some open field here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Mills now. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Working with a 2nd and 3. on second down. Here's Pierce. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Pierce now up the middle. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now Mills on the bootleg. That's caught right side by Mims. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Pierce will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. Garibay's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mills. This is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On first down, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On first and 10, Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw once more on second and 10, Mills. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Out to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Play action now. Mills.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now Scott.
He'll take this to the 46. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. On the draw, here's Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and
that's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 68 yards.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. To throw, Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. George Pickens. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead now down to 20. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's Scott. And he stopped immediately there. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the draw, here's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mills. He's got this to Pickens. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Mills. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Mills. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. A first down throw for Mills. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Give to Pierce. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Mills. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached real.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now down to 20.
Makes the score Eagles 44, Texans 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Quez Watkins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Elliott good with a PAT, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mills to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. On third down, here's Mills. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run with Scott, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Running right, here's Sanders. And some room to roam now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Eagle.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given soul.